Welcome back to Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show, Good Day. It might not yet be Christmas, but we are looking forward to March, aren't we? It's hard to believe, but this huge music festival turns 19. Scott Hayes joins us from Project I Am, and you're getting ready for Acoustics for Autism. 19, did I get that right?
You got it right.
19. So
yes, we've been doing it since 2008.
Wow.
This is our 19th edition, bigger and better than ever. We're happy to announce this year that we're going to have 107 musical acts.
Wow.
We've added a stage, 10 stages. We'll take over all of downtown Maumee. And this is, we've managed, I think, to produce an event that's going to be more efficient and than we've even done in the past. As you know, we're very proud of what we've put out there.
Yes, it's a well-oiled machine happening there. And so you're announcing this is happening March 1st.
Yes.
So at the very beginning of the month?
It's always the first Sunday in March, and it happens to fall on the 1st this year. But no fears. That's 3 months. We're ready for it. Today we're asking for people to consider sponsorship. We believe it's a great value for the amount of marketing capital you get.
It's a lot of people who come out to this.
Yes.
Right? A lot of eyeballs.
A lot of eyeballs. I mean, we believe at least 30,000 this year. And a little bit of that's weather dependent, but I'd like to remind people that, you know, it's basically all indoors once you get there, other than the Conant Street stage. Everything's kind of connected by this network of tents that are heated, and so weather really doesn't affect us a whole lot.
Hey, by March, with what we've been dealing with the last, few weeks here, everybody's going to be get me outside anyway.
Yeah,
we
noticed that there's a pent up, colossal exhale. Let's just get out of the house, and so we give them the opportunity to do that. The first real festival of the year.
Yeah. So March 1st, 107 acts. You said
107 musical
10
acts.
stages, bigger, better every year. Let's talk about what this is all about. So Acoustics for Autism is a fundraiser that benefits Project I Am, which you all provide scholarships to local families, right?
Correct. So our sole function is to collect money. You know, we don't do research in autism. There's a natural networking that happens with the families that volunteer, but we don't. We exist purely to raise money for the scholarship fund. From that, we write checks to providers for treatment for autism spectrum disorder. That might be out of convention, or at least what insurance doesn't pay for.
Right.
If a healthcare provider says this is good for your family member, we generally fund that. So what we've found is families that are trying to find what might work for their child have to do a little bit of experimentation. They might try equine therapy, karate lessons might work for one. We found all over the board therapies that can work, but that can be exhaustively expensive.
Yeah.
If you don't have a little help. And so that's where we come in. So we raise this money. We're 100% volunteer. Our costs are only the hard costs to pull off the event. And from there, the money goes to the families that need it the most, right here in our area.
Yeah, but that's why you need the sponsors. You need folks who want to donate. You have silent auctions. You do all the things. And so that's what we're trying to get in people's head right now.
Yeah, right now. We'll be back on to talk more about the event. We'll release the order of the bands and exactly who will be playing at what time and all the other details about the sensory-friendly areas, the kids areas that we have, the vendors, all of that will come down the road. But today, we've got a lot of feedback from sponsors that say, hey, if you could make us aware before the end of the year, that's when we like to clear the books. So that's one of the reasons we get out there. And if you think about it, we're within 3 months of the event.
Yeah.
So it'll be here before we know
things.
it. We'll get through the holidays and New Year, and all of a sudden it'll be right there.
Yeah.
So donated items you mentioned, yes, we can always use that. We'll package those. Again, this is a free event, the largest annual free music festival in the country. So we need to find ways to create money for the scholarship fund. Donated items we put into our silent auction. That's been very successful. So if people want to start thinking about donating that, they can go to acousticsforautism.com. Everything you need to know is at that site.
And you have kind of a new website.
Yeah, so it used to be Project I Am, which is the charity. You had to navigate through that to get to the event. Now the event has its own
page.
website that's separate, acousticsforautism.com.
That's easy, right?
Easy.
So just go right there. If you're a business, if you're someone who is like, yes, I've been looking for a cause to support, this is it, this speaks to me. And as you mentioned, before the end of the year when businesses are trying to tie up those things, now is the time to get on the website and say, yep, sign me up. And you've had a lot of support from the community.
Yeah, we're so thankful. We've had so much support. We've got our event sponsors already lined up. We've got 2 of them. There's 8 available. 2 of the larger sponsors, Trident and Clearview Tinning, who's always been there with us. And I'm sure we'll get some of the usual suspects. But you can sponsor it all kinds of different ways and all different price levels. We make it some of those sponsorships quite fun. The We're With the Band sponsorship is a fun one, for example. All can be found at the website.
Okay, and you can see, yep, that's the one I want. Very good. Well, we'll look forward to it coming up on March 1st.
Yeah.
I just want to fast forward through these cold winter months. Yeah, Scott, thanks for being here. Good to see you.
Thanks for supporting us.